Good afternoon, everybody. Crypto Strang here. This afternoon we'll talk about ZkSync.io. Very exciting projects. Yet another layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. We spoke about ZK projects recently. We'll do a lot more videos about ones that already exist. But this one's literally just getting started, in my opinion. They've had ZkSync 1.0 with a rename now. ZkSync Lite. I say it's been out a couple of years, but now we're going right to the next level with ZkSync 2.0, which they're calling ERA, as you can see on the screen. Now, ZK rollups, layer 2 blockchain protocols, I've mentioned many times before. This basically helped layer 1 protocols, obviously we're talking about Ethereum in this case, to be more scalable, faster and cheaper. Okay, now what ZkSync have done, being that layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, they've actually raised over, would you believe, $450 million during the bull market. So we don't know basically what's going to happen, whether they're going to sell more tokens, but with that sort of, that sort of what money they've raised, hopefully we're going to get an airdrop, which is why a lot of people, there's a lot of hype at the moment about ZkSync, whether people get a massive airdrop. Now, only time will tell. There's no guarantee people get an airdrop, but people see what happened with Arbitrum and Optimism, and people are hopefully, they're expecting to get an airdrop. So only time will tell. However, on Twitter alone, they've got over 700,000 followers. On Discord, over 400,000 followers. So how much can they actually airdrop? What have you got to do to earn that airdrop? Now, I've been doing a lot of things literally the last couple of days to basically earn, hopefully, what I can do. So I've been going on various decentralized exchanges and doing some basic tasks to hopefully get that. But I say there's no guarantee. I don't want people thinking automatically by joining ZkSync and using their mainnet now, which is just literally called Alpha Babies. It's literally just got started, that they'll automatically get some airdrops, I say, like Arbitrum and Optimism. But hopefully they will. So as you go through it, they put this on their Medium page, literally on March 24th, last Friday. ZkSync ERA Mainnet is now open to all. And they do a lot of posts on Medium, which I find absolutely fascinating to see, and really do like the fact they're very transparent or honest what they're doing. Now, as I say, a lot of people are very fascinated by this project. It's got so much potential because, people see how popular Arbitrum and Optimism have come, being that, a bit like Matic as well, being that layer 2 scaling thing of Ethereum, because they say the gas fees on Ethereum are so expensive, so you've got this alternative, people using the layer 2 on Ethereum. So it's great to see. Now, I think personally, there's a lot of competition here, but the ZkSync, with the people behind it, and we'll show you some other bits of mirror, you can really see the huge potential here. Okay, I just want to show you here the block explorer, and you can see people using now the committed blocks, the verified blocks, and the transactions. I say ZkSync 1.0 has been around a long time, but ZkSync 2.0 is literally just getting started, so it's absolutely fascinating to see. Now, as you scroll through on their site, you can see ERA, the future-proof ZkVM, scaling freedom, is a layer 2 protocol that scales Ethereum with a cutting-edge ZK tech. Okay, our mission is not only to merely increase Ethereum's throughput, but to fully preserve its foundational values: freedom, self-sovereignty, decentralization at a scale. Hyperscalability, they're talking about that. The security is obviously extremely important. But you can see there all the different, the 12 months, 1 full year of live testnet, the testnet transactions. Okay, so I think the ERA, the 2.0, really is going to take it, and I think this year is going to be massive for the team. I think as they do it and they prepare for it, who knows if and when they're going to release that token. But you can see here, now, as I say, they've raised $450 million, okay? But look at all you can see, they explore the ecosystem. Companies that have said they will use this. They talk about Uniswap, Chainlink, etc. OKX wallet, Binance wallet, backed by the best. And it states there to raise the capital from the world's top investors in a way that solidifies our mission to scale the security and values of Ethereum. Now, these are obviously absolutely huge companies. Crypto.com there. I'm just picking out a few here. Alchemy Ventures, Ethereum Foundation, Lightspeed, Variant, Coinbase Ventures, Huobi Ventures. Okay, absolutely massive, and many others. Okay, so they're very active. As they've got the links on their site to all their social media. I think it's really important to follow that because there's so much information. Now, when you actually go, I saw this in Medium as well. Now, will there be a token? Obviously, the main question people want to know, being people about airdrops, also the token itself, what will be the maximum supply, what their plans are, the release for the investors, etc., for the team, etc., etc. So, ZkSync ERA's launch won't initially come with a token because the network remains largely centralized for now. As it's in alpha, we talked about the alpha baby, the Matter Labs can arbitrarily upgrade the network's code, plus the company still controls the sequencer and the power and the prover, 2 core components of how the network operates. There is no need for a token at this point. The token will be required once you want to decentralize the sequencer. Everything has to have its objective and justification. So they're not in a rush to issue the token. We don't know exactly when it's coming out. You'd imagine later this year, but there's no certainty about that at moment. So in order to have permissionless participation in the validator set, we don't have anything better than a token right now, like how you make it permissionless. So he estimated the sequence will be decentralized in around a year's time. So hopefully late this year, worst case early next year. So basically says it gives us 1 year to establish an active on-chain profile on ZkSync ERA. Similar to Arbitrum and Optimism, we anticipate the transaction history on ZkSync ERA will be primary criterion for the ZKS airdrop. Okay, so ZkSync Lite transactions trade on Zigzag and Gitcoin donations. They had things on checkout and ZK Tech rounds. Okay, now, say, to get the airdrop, potential airdrop, whatever you want to call it, now, I think you've got to do multiple things here. You go on lite.zksync.io and basically want to connect your Ethereum wallet. Now, I've shown people before how to connect MetaMask to a site. If people want to show again, please message me, email me, info@cryptostrain.com, message me through social media. I've done a dedicated video before as well. It's quite straightforward, however, if you're new to crypto, it's obviously quite daunting, but basically go on lite.zksync.io and you want to connect your Ethereum wallet. So use MetaMask, so it's connected. Okay, there, so now it's basically connected to MetaMask. You can see the balances there. Okay, so again, they want you to use this. Okay, now ZkSync version 1 is now ZkSync Lite, the old 1.0 as we said. So okay, you want to use their different parts, get used to it. That's what I've been doing. Now, you can see they've also done a deposit there, but also on the ERA side. Now, I've been using this as well. So I want people to use this. This is basically, they say, the mainnet just went launched last Friday. It's just still in the testnet stage. Obviously, they say we haven't got a token or anything, but how I'm using it. So this is another way where you've got potential to get that airdrop because I'm using it. Okay, now that is the main part. Now, I don't know if they're going to have a minimum transaction level to get an airdrop, or you've just got to do these multiple different tasks to show that you've used the system. Okay, only time will tell. But as I say, with such a massive following already, when the mainnet has only just gone live, who knows who and when we'll get, if we get an airdrop. Now, another thing you can do is mint NFTs. Okay, so basically, again, you go on lite.zksync.io and you just basically mint an NFT. And you can say there your own account. You can see there the different parts of it, own account. You can just do that, and you can basically mint. Okay, now I'm actually going to add the mint to actually mint an NFT. You just need the gas fees. Okay, so I will be doing this at some point. I don't know if mint an NFT will actually tick another box to get an airdrop. However, I'm going to do that. Now, also saw on their site about linking to Crew 3, so you can link your Twitter account and Discord, etc. So I've done that. Okay, now I've done all my roles so far, but I've got to get your crew member role. So I'm going to do that as well at some point. So basically, I'm just going to try and do as much as I possibly can to show that I'm using their system. Now, I say I've also linked my Twitter to there. You can see I'm following. You can see there, 765,000 followers. Okay, they're very active on Twitter, which is obviously great to see. You can see their tweet from last Friday. As I say, we're going live. So there's a lot of information on here. I think it's very fascinating what they're doing. But I say it's a massive year ahead for the team. And when it actually goes live and gets massive like Arbitrum Optimism, who knows where it'll go in the charts. I say also follow their Discord. That's another, I thought I'd do that as well. So I've linked the Discord. But also, they're on many different exchanges, basically. And look, testnet exchanges, we're using their testnet and you can actually link it to. I found a lot of others. On-chain trade was one. Also Mint Square. You can see here, I've got the link here. Now I can use the startnet, which is going off subject here. It's another project I've looked into as well, but ZkSync ERA. So again, I want you to use it on different sites. Now this is it. Mint Square is basically explore, collect and sell NFTs. Okay, so there's live applications on ZkSync's different testnet apps. So I'm thinking more I use these different apps, the more chance. Now there's many of them. I researched on Reddit, etc. There's at least about 15, 20 you can use. So I'm just going to go through some here. You've got there Mint Square. You've also got here trustless.fi. You can see there at the moment it's got a bug. So at the moment it's currently suspended. But again, it's all about using ZkSync. Now, another one was space.fi.io. You can see there, ZkSync ERA Mainnet is open for the community now. SpaceSwap has been launched as a trial run. So again, I'm going to do a transaction. I'm going to connect a wallet. Another one was Nexon.finance. You can see there, Nexon Finance is live on ZkSync's ERA Mainnet. Okay, so all these different decentralized exchanges, they use them now. I read another one about Creatorland was another one. Mute, which I've never used before. But they can see here I'm using it a lot. Now, as I say, I'm not sure how they're going to establish who's going to get the airdrop. That's really fascinating. Also on the faucet, under ERA. Now, when I looked at this literally a few days ago, there was a section on the left here for the faucet, and that's gone away. So I've actually put on on my search bar was actually portal.zkSync.io faucet and then come up again. You can only use faucet only on the testnet. You can request a limited amount of tokens from our faucet for testing once per 24 hours. Okay, so again, that's something else you can do. So there's many different areas to this. Now, as I say, when you go back to, I saw this news article from quite a while ago when they talked about all the money raised, over 150 projects, and we showed that on their site, including Chainlink, Uniswap, and Aave, have signalled their intent to deploy on the Layer 2 blockchain. So there's already, at this early stage, they've already got so many people interested in joining it. So again, it makes you really super bullish. And also with ZK rolled up the technology and projects building on Ethereum and the big competition, I think it could be massive. Will it be the next AI hype? You know, that was a massive hype at the time. Will we now have a ZK roll-up hype? Who knows? But I think it's perfect for the next bull run. That's my personal opinion. So you can see there, founded in 2018, Matter Labs is working to scale Ethereum through zero knowledge proofs, a digital authentication process that enables seamless data sharing between two parties. So they've been, Matter Labs, it's literally been going 5 years now. But as I say, the fact that 150 projects signaling their intent is just absolutely huge, and the money they raise speaks absolute volumes. Now, another site again, which I'm going to use, you can see here I've connected my wallet, and also on the top right you can see I'm using ZkSync Lite, the 1.0. Now, if you hit that, you can also use Arbitrum. Obviously, it's all about here using the ZkSync Lite, so I'm using that, and I'm going to do some trade on there. Again, you'll see that I'm very visible using the ZkSync Lite, but also the ERA, the 2.0. So there's many different parts to it. Now, I say I'm using the ERA. I'm using all the different basically testnet app sites, all the different exchanges, using ZkSync, make it more prevalent. I'll do the NFT, link to my Twitter and the Discord, etc. So who knows what sort of airdrop I'll get. Now, missed out on Arbitrum. I did get some optimism, but I did miss out on Arbitrum. So it's very important to follow these. Now, as I say, I'm going to do a video shortly on Startnet. Again, they look very similar. So I think these airdrops could be absolutely huge. Now, obviously, the team are expecting all these people join to get the airdrop. So as I say, it's fascinating to see if and when we'll get them. Late this year, hopefully, but only time will tell. So thanks very much. So I just thought I'd give a video here about this wonderful project and the potential for the airdrop. Okay, so over time, late in this year, hopefully we get a nice reward. Only time will tell. But as I say, there's probably some more exchanges, the ones I've already mentioned, on chain. I say the Orbiter Bridge with another on Creatorland, but I'm showing you some here. So get on the ZkSync. I put a load of links below. Now, by using these different ones, I say Mint Square, Trustless.fi, all these sites. Only time will tell what the reward will get. Okay. Now, even on space here, you can see up this top left here, ZkSync ERA. Okay, so that's fascinating to see. So I'll certainly be having a little play on some of these exchanges, doing all I can to get the airdrop. So thanks very much. Don't hesitate to reach out if you want any help. So I've got a lot of videos in the next few days about other ZK roll-up projects, other airdrops. It's a fascinating time to be in crypto. The competition is getting so rife now in crypto, with every part of crypto, all the different sections of crypto is absolutely massive now. I think it's fascinating. So thanks very much. We will chat again soon. Cheers now. Bye.